Good morning, class 11th. Today we are continuing with the cell division, and the type of cell division we are going to discuss today is meiosis. Meiosis is also known as reductional division because here the number of chromosome is halved as compared to the parent cell. The term meiosis was coined by Farmer and Murray in 1905. It is also called as reduction division because here the chromosome number is halved as compared to the parent cell. The parent cell were having 2n number of chromosome, that is it was diploid cell, whereas the daughter cells will be haploid. That means they will have only single chromosome present, no duplicated chromosome found there. Clear? Why at all this is needed? Because at the time of fertilization, what happens? The egg and sperm combine. So if egg and sperm each having 46 chromosome will combine, they will form 46 plus 46. That means 92 chromosomes will be there in the zygote. So will that be a unique feature for humans? No. The unique chromosome number for humans is 46. So that 46 number needs to be maintained. And for this, it is necessary that the sex cells or the gametes which are produced should have a reduced number of chromosomes, and that should be exactly half, or the haploid number. So therefore, the egg and the sperm, if we talk about humans, the egg and the sperm will have 23 chromosomes each, so that when they are combining, when they are fertilizing, after fertilization, they will give rise to 46 chromosomes and will maintain the character of humans as it is. Clear? Next, stages of meiosis. Meiosis consists of two cell divisions, the first meiosis division and the second meiosis division. The first meiosis is also known as reductional division because it is here that the number of chromosomes is halved. The second division is meiosis 2, which is equational division and is similar to that of mitosis. Sometimes it is also referred to as meiotic mitosis because it is actually mitosis which is occurring in the second stage of meiosis. After the whole meiosis has taken place, what we are left over with? We are left over with 4 daughter cells. Let us move forward and discuss about meiosis 1, that is the reductional division. See, like the metaphase, here also in meiosis we will have PMAT, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, followed by cytokinesis. Please make another 2 cells, that is the short form I told you. Please make another 2 cells, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase and cytokinesis. But here prophase is lengthier. What happens in meiosis 1? Here we name all the prophase, um, all these stages as prophase 1, then metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Okay, because it is a part of meiosis 1. So in prophase 1 will again have leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene and dikinesis stages. Here in meiosis, prophase is the longest stage and is divided into these 5 sub stages. Okay, so moving forward to the sub stages of prophase 1. See, understand, the first substage is leptotene. What can you see here? In leptotene, the nucleus become larger and the chromosomes become more distinct. Okay, and their double nature, that is 2 chromatids, can be seen here. You can see the 2 chromatids. Sister chromatids are joined by the centromere. So this happens in leptotene. After leptotene, the next stage comes is zygotene. Here what happens? These homologous pairs are coming together. These are homologous pair. In this example, I have taken only one homologous pair. Okay, so it becomes easy. So what happens in zygotine? The chromosomes become shorter and thicker, and homologous chromosome start pairing. You can see here these two are paired up together. These homologous chromosome pair up together, and we call it by a scientific term of synapsis. Synapsis means pairing up of homologous chromosome, and then each pair is bivalent because they have two sister chromatids attached. Clear? Then after this, the third is pachytene. Pachytene you have studied in class 10th. Pachytene is important because here the crossing over takes place. What happens actually here? Each chromosome is bivalent. Bivalent means having sister chromatids. So they actually bivalent consist of four chromatids, two sister and two sister, two pink and two blue. You can see two blue and two pink here. So these are four chromatids and we call it as bivalent. Okay, so what happens at this stage? There is interchange of chromatin segments between the homologous chromosome. The homologous chromosomes interchange, they coil around each other. See here, they are coiling around and they are interchanging the chromatin network present is at this particular site. This is crossing over. After pachytene, what happens? The chromosomes, once they have exchanged their materials, their chromatin material, they start separating, and then the terminalization, when two things are overlapped and when they are moving apart, of course they will move towards the periphery and then finally segregate. So when they move toward the periphery, this terminalization takes place and the crossing over position moves out of the chromosome, homologous pair of chromosome. Clear? This happens in the diplotin. After the diplotin, the next stage is dikinesis. What happens in dikinesis? This is the final stage of meiotic prophase 1. In this stage, chromosomes become very short, thick and coiled. They move towards the periphery of the nucleus, and here the nuclear membrane starts disappearing and the nucleolus also disappears, and spindles are fully formed and well oriented. So this happens in dikinesis. Clear? See here, one concept I want to make you understand is about the homologous chromosome. Homologous chromosome, see this is a non-duplicated, non-replicated chromosome, single homologous set. When they replicate, they produce sister chromatids which are similar. Okay, these are making, these are replicating and making a copy of itself, which are joined at the centromere. So this is replicated form, and replicated form will have same sister chromatids, identical sister chromatids. This was the homologous chromosome. But what will happen after the crossing over? Once the crossing over has taken place, the pink and the purple, you can see here capital ABC, small ABC. The capital ABC and small ABC are coming together and the C portion is being exchanged. So now, can you say that these sister chromatids are identical? No. This sister chromatids, this sister chromatid is not identical to this one. These are different. So these are non-identical sister chromatids. How this has resulted? This has resulted because of crossing over. This is a very important point. Generally what happens, the sister chromatids are identical, but due to crossing over, the sister chromatids are becoming non-identical because here one of the sister chromatids has exchanged the genetic material, has exchanged the material with the homologous pair. Clear? So what are these? These are non-identical sister chromatids. This is a very important point. Watch the video again and again if you are not understanding once and build up this concept.